Welcome to Three Guys in a Booth. I'm your host, James Ryan, with my buddies Jerry Azuma, Derek Hill. And we're coming to you today from V-Live, 2047 North Milwaukee.
So was justice not served in the Casey Anthony trial?
Well,
She got off on what, a technicality basically?
no, she was convicted of lying.
Lying.
In my opinion, I wasn't in the courtroom. I wasn't a juror. You mean you have to prove, a state has to prove its case.
Right.
So if anyone is to blame, you have to blame the state.
Do you honestly think that she did it though? Let's just keep it real. Let's have a real conversation. Do you honestly think, with all the evidence that you've heard, that she did it? Does she have blood on her hands?
Originally, when I started following the trial, I thought she was guilty. What mother, and the whole point behind that is what mother doesn't report their child
Right.
missing for a month? A month?
But allegedly, what did she do to the baby?
Chloroformed it, put duct tape on it, and I guess it suffocated it.
Yeah, but did you see the new report? Someone logged into a computer in her house 84 times and looked up the word chloroform. They went back and re-looked at the data again. It turns out it wasn't 84 times, it was one time, and the software firm that was hired to do the analysis told the prosecution it was only one time, and the prosecution didn't even turn that evidence over to the defense. I guess if I were a juror and they were presenting that kind of information, you had circumstantial evidence, you had no weapon, the body was so badly decomposed they couldn't even determine death.
And they discovered that the guy that found the body originally had picked it up, moved it, and put it back.
Right. Now, intuitively, we would think, what mother behaves like this? Right? What mother behaves like this? Yeah, we would think intuitively about that.
But if any one of us were in the same, or anyone watching were in the same situation, you would want the same trial by jury. You would want all the evidence presented. If your team requested discovery and it was withheld, you would expect the same thing. I mean, that's what I think is still the best part about this country, is that we do get trial by our peers.
She's a free woman right now.
Yeah.
Where does she go from here?
She's a free woman in the sense that she's not in prison. She's not free by any means. I mean, there's people out there that want to.
But where do you go from here?
I don't know. So I shouldn't have many places to go right now.
And who are these people that are sitting there saying, I want to kill you because I think, even though you were found innocent, that you killed your daughter? What type of nut job are you that if you're like, I want to kill you because I think you killed a little girl?
So that's the part that really gets me, that they turn this trial into theater.
Yeah.
And you got hundreds and hundreds of people lined up outside the jail, outside the courtrooms, and then you got all these death threats. Who are you to judge?
For those of you watching this at home, we want you to tweet us at twitter.com/3guysinaBooth. Tell us, what would you do if you saw Casey Anthony on the street? Would you be one of these crazies that wants to run up there, yell at her, scream her? What would you say? What would you do? You know you'd have some sort of reaction. What would you do, Derek?
I let her live her life. I wouldn't even acknowledge I saw her. If she said hello, I'd probably say hello and keep doing what I normally do.
What would you do if you saw her out in the club dancing on top, just like she did right after her daughter disappeared?
I mean, I don't know. I would say there she go right there, and then keep on moving about with my business.
We're three guys in a booth, real guys,
Real stories.
Real opinions.
cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.